Good morning from a far too hairy and unkempt Steve to all of you in YouTube watching land. We're going to be turning off some mods, and then we're going to be turning on the daily challenge. Is that just Isaac? We're just going to be playing as Isaac. Very exciting. Oh, oh! Now, this must be a curated run. I've seen this before. This is the, was it one of the presidents of... or the president of Nintendo? I should have checked this beforehand, but I read about this previously. Which is why I've got the special skin, obviously. Was it his birthday, I think? Must have been. Anyway, no doubt you'll be able to correct me and confirm this. I'll have a look at the end of the run, and we'll clarify. So anyway, we get the game kit effect. Let's just use it. Come on. Instead of messing around with these clowns. Let all of you go into the fire. Most valuable fire. Okay, so sort of starting stats seem kind of regular. It's just an Isaac start off by the look of it. Oh, we need to defeat Isaac in order to achieve this run. Oh dear, I'm having real bad trouble hitting anything. Come on, over here, you stone fatties. There goes one. There goes the other. Been a little while since I played Isaac. I think I'll take the red candle over the game kid. The game kid can be pretty instrumental in destroying bosses, but then so can the candle. Ooh, the Joker. I'm half tempted to use that now. Yeah, I think we will. Joker. That's beautiful. We'll definitely take that. Give ourselves a chance to have a angel room and a devil room. Oh, I forgot you shoot. Plus it gives us this fun kind of half and half thing. See this? The lighting on my character? And Satoshi, whatever his name is. I think it's Satoshi. Ooh. See, there you go. Look, that makes short work of a boss that far. Short work of anything. We'll take the magic 8 ball. The lovers. Off we go. Good start. Off to a good start. Right, now we want to try and not to lose any health. We've got one coin, one bomb. We'll use bomb to get those coins. I think 7 is worth a bomb, isn't it? The trouble is that's not got a great huge hitbox. No. That's an unfortunate pickup. Basically any pickup you get that's an active item that's just not as good as your current active item. You may as well just not go into the golden room on that floor, which is a shame. Oh, I'd love the black heart. I would love the black heart. Not the best fire placement in the world, but that spider, no. I thought he might go into it. Piss. Oh, there we go. Well, that's the devil chance pretty much gone. Those spiders, I do forget how far they can jump. I had my focus on the big mama spider. Oh dear. This is what happens when I try and narrate or commentate while playing Isaac. I tend to get not so good. I've been doing YouTube commentary for years, to an extent. Oh, yeah, I mean, we'll pick that up. That's not bad. I've been doing YouTube commentary for years, but I still can't commentate and play effectively at the same time if it's anything vaguely dexterous. But that's why I'm practicing, right? We're practicing our skills. Self-improvement is the name of the game. Vernia. And sadly, no devil room. But whatever. And since we've already taken a devil deal, we can say goodbye to... Actually, I say goodbye to angel rooms. They're going to spawn regardless now, aren't they? Because of my duality. Alright, let's get one of those in. Beautiful. It's just... Right, we haven't lost any health so far, so let's try to keep that up. Sack of sacks, yeah. I'll take a sack of sacks. Get one of those dead straight off. The respawn on this thing, or the refresh rate on this thing, on this red candle is superb. Very, very impressed. I've always liked the candles. There are a couple of different candles. There's the black candle, which makes you immune to curses, gives you a black soul heart, a black heart. There's a blue candle, which does a similar thing to the red candle, but I think it keeps burning. It doesn't go out as it does damage, like this one does. I think it just simply disappears after sort of 6 seconds or something. So it's sort of better, sort of worse. That's my understanding anyway. I've not taken the blue one very often. I often get the red one. There's my sack. Lovely. Worth taking already, I would argue. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to accidentally take a little bit of damage from a rogue explosive. I will take that. Can't argue with the damage up, even if our speed does decrease ever so slightly. Although for the early game, like having the red candle is a godsend. Oh, dim bulb. So that's going to be active only when we do that. That's not worth it, is it? That's never going to be disactive long enough. Disactive? Outer English, please. Okay, big room. Basically, just need to kill the ones that chase first. There we go. And the ones that just hang around doing what they're doing there are secondary. Three in one. Just you guys left. And away we go. You know, I am actually just going to check that quickly because I'm intrigued. Daily challenges. We want to have a quick look at the list of daily curated challenges. It's the 6th of December, by the way. It's Satoru Iwata's birthday. Satoru Iwata being... Satoru Iwata. Satoru Iwata was a Japanese businessman, video game programmer, video game designer, and producer. He was the 4th president and chief executive officer of Nintendo, and he seemed to have very... Yes, so the hairstyle seems to be what we're going for there. Hairstyle and the glasses. Seems to be the distinguishing feature that they've gone for with this sprite. But that's fun. What a nice little thing to do. Because I know that the creators of this game were really into Zelda. Like that was sort of their inspiration. You sort of wouldn't believe it, would you, based on the theme of this game. But yeah, the idea of just sort of dungeon crawling was very much Zelda inspired, I think. I'm not quite sure why we're going round to so many places to check for stuff. I think it's because we're not on a timed run, are we? So we may as well... Yeah, we may as well test and see if we can get anything useful. Like a soul heart. A red heart. Half a red heart. And we'll actually fill up on this one that's in here. Don't know how we missed that. Oh, the odd mushroom we got gave us a health up as well. That's why, but it was an empty heart container. Still trying to remember what all of the mushrooms do differently. There we go. Let's just sort that light out. We're a bit too well illuminated on the left-hand side. We haven't got a key for the shop, so we'll fight Polycephalus and see if we end up with one. Oh, I am slow, and I need to be more careful with where I shoot that fire as well. Like that. So it sits on the boss. There we go. It doesn't just go straight through. Lovely. Give me that angel room, I think. Mum's coin purse. Right, before we take any unsolicited pills, We will take the Holy Grail, flight and health up, and we'll take one of those. Okay. Luck up. What makes me larger? Not too keen on that.
Are you a wizard?
Definitely not keen on Are You a Wizard either. But that's fine. We won't go to the shop here. We'll save it for next time. I've only got one key anyway. I want to use it on the golden treasure room. Right, well, flight is a superb thing to have. We'll just wait for Are You a Wizard to run out because I have. No, we've got the red candle. That said, rooms like this aren't good, but we do have the ability to fly over the void here, don't we? Oh dear. Could tell that was coming, but didn't know quite how to describe what was about to happen before it happened. Hello. And with the swallowed penny as well, that's really helpful. Oh, that was quick. Well, I'll take a health up and a full heal. Thanks so much for that. That worked well. Hey, come on. Do you want to be warmer? Come into my fire. Key. Lovely. Yeah, of course, we're getting sacks drop constantly as well, aren't we? So that's going to be pretty much all the keys we're going to end up needing. So I've had a big cup of morning brown. Big cup of coffee this morning. So I'm slightly, not jittery I'd say, but definitely just a little more jittery than normal for a Sunday morning. Been playing Shadow of War still. Remember how I took 20 minutes to describe it to you last time? I'm enjoying it. Very much so. It's settled down now. It throws you in with far too much to deal with to begin with. It's like, oh, here's some things you can do. And there's another problem with the game is the fact that there's so many things that were based on microtransactions. That sucks. That's why we don't just take pills, Steve. You remember this. There are so many things based on microtransactions and just little sort of half-baked ideas that are like, oh yeah, there's this one thing that you can collect that unlocks such and such. And it's such a sort of obscure thing to do that if you don't strictly remember it straight off, you're basically going to forget it and it's not going to be useful to you for the entire game. Just little ways to sort of power up your character and stuff like that. And it's, you know, they've added too much to it. The original game, Shadow of Mordor, or is that what it was called? I never remember what they were called. It was called Legends of War? Whatever. The first game, you know, the Shadow of Mordor game, whatever, was really, really good in my opinion. It was quite tight. It wasn't bloated. Whereas I feel the sequel, while it's got some cool stuff they've added, and I think I can see it being enjoyable, some of the stuff they've added, it still feels kind of like they've just gone, oh god, we need to improve on the first game, and rather than deliver us a direct sequel, you know, like just more of the same that I think would have been good, they've tried to shoehorn in a lot of extra stuff, along with the idea that there was all of those microtransactions that they had going. They had sort of an in-game currency. That in-game currency is still there, which is weird. You can't buy it any longer. I might actually switch to that. Get the occasional tears up. Yeah, that currency is still there, which is weird, because it means that, you know, you're collecting just random money that isn't actually physically available in the game. You know, you kill monsters and then occasionally they'll drop this thing. It's like an M in a circle that denotes it. And you gain that, and then you can spend it every so often on unlocking a gem for your weapon or your cloak. And those things they're powerful. You know, they're really powerful items. Well, they can be. It looks like they can be. But you have to collect this sort of really arbitrary, really uninspired, meh kind of resource in order to do it that doesn't really have a place in the game. And that's because it used to be buyable in an in-game marketplace. I mean, come on. You're playing Shadow of War, right? You're playing some game set in Mordor, one of the most... yuck. But I will leave that there. No, I'll pick it up because it's more points for the daily challenge, but I will, obviously... I should have left it there, just in case. So that converts things... Yeah, we'll keep that. Convert stuff into money. Yeah, I should have kept it instead of in case there was a change rune or something that would have let me change that into something more useful than the ladder, because with flight we don't need it. But yeah, you're playing in Mordor, right? It's one of the most realised and incredible fantasy worlds of all time. And you have the option to go to an in-game marketplace to spend, I don't know, $40 to buy an in-game currency that you could have just unlocked in-game anyway. And no wonder they had a backlash. I'm so glad they did, because that is just terrible. I really, really hate that. Oh, that sucked. Oh, dear. Oh, you stupid thing! Oh, thank God for red poos, huh? I suppose. I'm doing really badly here. Let's drop a bomb, which missed. That's more like it. There we go. Really concerned that I'm going to lose red health here and not get an angel room. I think I'm just cross about Warner Brothers and Monolith doing that to my Shadow of Mordor game. Okay, have some of that. I'm glad the red poos hurt bosses as well. There you go. Okay, we don't get an angel room, which is such a shame. But we do get a range up and a luck up from Mum's Pearls. Slightly uninspiring items. But daily runs. What you gonna do? I am so huge, I hate it. I'm slightly less huge, I hate it slightly less. Oh, Steve. Come on. This is no way to honour the memory of... Actually, did he pass away? I'm assuming that they've chosen to honour him in this form because he died, but actually looking at him, I couldn't see any pictures of him old. So maybe he isn't dead, maybe he's just a guy who was the president and isn't any longer. Oh, Steve! I get so cross with myself sometimes when I'm not paying attention. I'm just so huge, it's really cumbersome and horrible. I really hate the one makes you larger pill. It doesn't affect your hitbox, but it affects my ability to understand where my hitbox extends to. So while strictly one makes you larger is not directly a bane, it's definitely not helpful. I don't like it. Come on. My damage and tears are pitiful as well here. Look at that. Ugh. Always forget what the fire cannon can't travel across. And it appears poo is one of those things it cannot travel across. Across which it may not travel. Ah. Right, well there's a red heart for when I need it. Come on, I need a treasure room with something incredible. Oh! Thank goodness for flight. These spiders are so awful. I am surrounded. Look at... Oh. This is a sort of room that you should find hard, like in the first couple of floors. Not when I'm at this stage in the game, you know, 17 minutes in. Let's have some good items. I mean, in fairness, it's mainly my fault for taking crap pills. I have no keys left with which to open the door that I'm about to find, but at least I can try for some secret rooms. So there's that. At the very least. And because my tears are so low, when you're spraying and praying like I'm kind of doing here, you tend to miss everything. And that everything just stays alive. And of course, the longer you stay alive, I always say it, the best defense in this game is... the best defense in this game is a good offense. Let's try you for a secret room. 'Twas not a secret room. I think I know where the secret room will be, though. Waste some fire. It's fine, because I've got an infinite supply. Given infinite time. Go on. Yeah, look at that. Spot on. Always concerned that I'm going to go into my own fire and hurt myself, but Don't think that happens. Ugh. Friendly ball, gotta fetch them all. No. Lets me pick up the odd monster. Right, so this isn't great. I'm going to take that now. There's nothing superb in here. I mean, that'll make my little Stephen do a little bit more work. I will spend 3 on a pill just in case I've already taken it. It's luck up. Can't argue with a luck up. Bomb that. Still not a secret room. That one has to be. It's not. Ooh. Do we carry on exploring? It's not an extra large. Ah, we carry on exploring. It's fine. Beautiful, thank you. Okay, so this could be one. No, it's not, because we can't actually get down there. Ah. Glad that hit. Something. There's just too much flying around the room here for me to really follow properly. With some predictable fired tears and some unpredictable ones as well. There's a predictable one that hit me. Brilliant. Oh. This is such a bad run. I wonder if I'll even release this. I probably won't. I probably will. It's alright. Oh, I can't even get in there now. We don't have to... Come here, runaway heart. They don't all have to be superb ones. People could enjoy watching me struggle. I don't know. Right, come on. Let's get something good from here. Lots of red hearts that hopefully I'm not going to need after this round of combat. Round of combat, would you listen to me? Someone's been playing D&D. Hasn't someone? We had our last session of the year for my group. I had a time for a while where I wasn't so keen on D&D, and I wasn't sure why. I think it was how I was approaching the game. I was approaching it as something different from what it actually was. And I was struggling to enjoy it sometimes, but now I'm way back into it in my own way, and it's awesome. I love it. We've got a really good DM. First time DM. I say first time, he's been DMing us for 2 years, but it was his first campaign we started. If anyone knows about the different campaigns or even cares, please care. Yeah. It was the watch out for that. It was the Dragon Heist, set in Waterdeep. Get so cross. It was the Waterdeep Heist, Dragon Heist set in Waterdeep, which is a great fun campaign. And we smashed it. We completed it. Had a really good time. I played a different character in that one. That's nice. Wish I'd got that before I blew myself up there by fire. Okay, fine. Whatever. We'll finish this fire off and go. Yep. Damn, I missed. No thanks. Oh, come on. I hate those bombs so much. Go away! Okay. Have a fire. I haven't hit him. This guy. I hate this war. Because this war... Ah, lovely, thank you. This war, all he'll do is that. But he throw those awful troll bombs at you. Oh no, he seems to be a bit more stable now. No, here they come. I can't really get away from those very easily. In a room where there's nothing... And I'm so slow, there's nothing to hide behind. And there's 2 of them, so you can't just sort of outrun one. Well, no devil room for us, or angel room. We're doing so badly here. What was that? Ace of diamonds. Come on. Well, first of all, let's take the cube of meat. We'll use the moon, see if it takes us to... Yeah, it took us to... Oh, man. So much for coffee, eh? May as well have been taking... I don't know, something that slows you down. Tranquilizers. Nice Sunday morning ketamine, anyone? No. Alright, then we'll pick that up, and we'll convert that into coins. It's just regular coins, never mind. Still, we might be able to defeat Isaac with this run, even though it's a thoroughly, thoroughly unsexy run. Open that too. And now we're playing Storm King's Thunder, which I believe is an older campaign. My damage is so bad. I wish we had more damage. And it's fun. I'm really enjoying it now. It wasn't so much to begin with. It was quite sprawling. There was a lot of freedom, and we quite like it when, well, as a group, I think we quite like it when stuff's a bit more on rails, where we don't have the whole of Faerun to travel. It's fun to be able to do that. Don't get me wrong, but I think sometimes we really enjoyed our initial campaign, which was we are just in Waterdeep exploring the city, having slightly smaller vendettas and things to enjoy rather than, right, we can travel most of the way across the world to find such and such and do this, We'll take Smelter, melt our trinket. I really don't know why. Tears down. Right, let's drop that. I really am not on it today. Come on. But Storm King's Thunder has worked out to be quite good. No. Worked out to be quite good fun. I am currently playing a Goliath Barbarian. I wanted to play Barbarian because I wanted to focus a bit more on... Because I find it difficult to do the roleplay thing. I mean, we don't do voices and things like that, but we make decisions the way our characters should make decisions, right? Oh. Welcome to the worst Binding of Isaac player in the world. Can you believe I've nearly completed all the achievements? But I had been playing a... What had I been playing? I'd been playing a druid, which is cool, but quite... there's a lot of mechanics sometimes with the druid. There's a lot of free reign, and it was great fun. But I decided in the end that I wanted to play something a little bit straighter, a little bit easier to manage, and a barbarian is literally just, you've got a couple of things to remember, which I sometimes don't remember. But then otherwise it's just you run forward and bash stuff, and it's great. And he's had a good old few sessions. He was the brother of the druid that I was playing in Waterdeep, by the way. But he was quite antisocial to begin with, and he lived... Because he came from the mountains, this Goliath that just sort of lived up there in the cold, desolate, mountainous wastes of the world. And he was caught by some fire giants, saved by the group who was with, my druid's brother. The druid's group. I'm just saying words now. Alright, we slap him into the gold room. Let's go. I should have just gone straight for that, really. I really am not with it today. We'll do another run after this that isn't a daily challenge, and I'll see if I can actually muster up any kind of achievement or anything. Still, we're looking good for a devil/angel room at the end of this. Although I think, because it's mum, we'll only get the one. No, that's only if the boss rush room spawns, which is not going to happen. Thank you, Flight. Thank you, Candle. Go on. Lemon Party. Alright. I mean, we'll take the treasure map. I don't mind that. So anyway, my Barbarian was discovered and helped out from the Fire Giants by my Druid's party, which is the rest of my D&D group. Now we've got so many bombs. Let's bomb some of these. Go for some black hearts. Oh, I've got a luck of 5. I don't know if that affects it, but it should do.
Justice.
Take one of those. And he's got a bit better with socialising, but he's made a lot of mistakes. He's struggling to work out what's right and what's wrong. Not in a really lame kind of way, but to an extent, right? And it's good fun. But he was very much pretty much just a stoner, if I'm honest. He was a lonesome stoner. The way they found him, he'd been smoking a lot of some strange substance, and he often uses it. Steve, let's just get hit by everything. It's fine. I love the way that you get the quarter and you get all the greeds, it seems, just as the need for money dissipates entirely. I say that, there is a nice arcade down there. We would be remiss if we didn't go down and take advantage of the blood bank. I think so. Let's go and do that. Why not? I can keep talking to you about my character. But on the last bit that we've just had, I won't go into too much detail on it in case any of you are playing that campaign, and I don't want to give you spoilers, but we had a friendly giant, BFG if you will, helping us out, and I very much looked up to him as a Goliath. Very much looked up to him, wanted his approval. Lovely, lovely chap. And we... Oh, alright. Straight off. Hoping for something else. And we got into a tricky situation, and basically he had to sacrifice himself. Should we just keep on making ourselves larger? Let's just have fun with it. We got ourselves into a sticky situation, and this giant essentially had to sacrifice himself for us. I have a helm of teleportation, and that was basically the only way we were going to be able to get out of there alive, and the roof was falling down on us and everything. I made the mistake of trying to get towards this giant to take him with us, because, you know, there's no way I'm leaving him behind, even though it seems that he's sacrificing himself for us. So I'm huge, look at this. Can't wait for the Liberty Cap that I've got to activate and make it even bigger. Let's take that now. Since we've got no chance of a Devil Room anyway, we may as well just take it and heal up. So I ran straight towards him, which meant that we couldn't use the teleport because we were all too far away from each other. And so it meant that I ended up basically putting us in a lot of danger. We ended up managing to get everyone together, but not until they'd all spent a decent amount of time getting hammered upon by an unnamed enemy, which I won't name. Leave them unnamed. And also the roof was falling in on us, as I say, and it meant we got a lot of damage taken. So we had three unconscious people before we could teleport out. You all need to be within 10 feet of each other to use the Helm of Teleportation. So we had us all very, very close together. Eventually I managed to get us all together, like dragging unconscious bodies one way or another. We'll go there. What was that? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Oh, gold bombs! Oh, perfect. Just on the level where it's kind of pointless to have. No. Let's go. And we managed to teleport away, but sadly the teleport spell, despite the fact that we were teleporting somewhere that I was relatively familiar with, it failed the first time, and we had a major mishap. And that essentially meant that we all took something like 23 damage. This was after several battles. So every single person, apart from me, fell unconscious and started making death saving throws as they were hit by this teleport mishap. I had 2 health left out of 108. Oh, we'll use that. Absolutely use that. We've got so many bombs. Let's blow some of these up. So, with my 2 health left, we all teleported into this old restaurant that we'd been to before that had since shut down. And, oh my goodness. There's a lot to focus on here. Sorry. Right, there we go. And I had 5 dying comrades that I had to somehow heal with a very bad medicine score, and I rolled badly on basically all of them. Essentially, before I was able to even heal the first person, 2 people rolled their final death saving throws badly and died. I managed to stabilize 1 person, and then the other person stabilised by themselves. So we lost literally half of our party, one of whom was a character that we've had since the beginning of our group's campaign together. Which was super, super horrendous. Nah, we were going to get hit there, weren't we, in the end? There's just too many of these things and we cannot deal with them. I should really be bombing him. There we go. Should have done that earlier. Well, no devil chance for us now. We're used to it. So huge. Ace of Hearts. Convert all into hearts. That's nice. Oh, dear. Thought I'd moved in time. Hadn't moved in time. There we are. So it was a very, 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 very traumatic experience for my poor Moth, the Goliath barbarian. But he, because of this traumatic experience, he's decided, actually, I need to do more with my life than just, you know, follow other people blindly, get high all the time. And so he's, and because he's lost this giant who sacrificed himself to us, he's taken aboard part of that giant's name, incorporated it into his own name, and he's decided to pledge his allegiance to Anam Allfather, the god of the giants. And even while he was at his wit's end trying to save his friends in that restaurant after the teleport, he prayed to Anam, and Anam provided him with one of the vital bits of superior healing potions, which helped heal some of his comrades, one of his comrades, who was then able to heal some others, and we actually saved more people. We then took everyone to a nearby temple to try and resurrect them all, but it didn't work. One of them couldn't come back. One of them didn't want to come back, and the other one did come back, but then shortly left the party. So that was a waste of 3,500 gold. But understandable. Absolutely understandable. And I'm glad, out of game for a minute, that D&D, or at least our DM, doesn't just allow people to just get reincarnated or respawned or whatever. You know, there's no BS throwing you know, caution into the wind, getting yourself into a stupid situation, and then going, oh well, never mind, we'll just all reincarnate. It's fine. So yeah, so we're down 3 characters, and that was the Merry Christmas episode. That was the Merry Christmas session that we had. The last session that we had before Christmas. So we were all going, yep, happy Christmas, DM. Hope you enjoyed killing most of us. But the really scary thing is, if I hadn't rolled as well as I did to avoid the roof falling in, I would also have been unconscious, and it would have been a TPK. Total party kill. And we would have been in a really bad situation. With all of us probably re-rolling characters. And I didn't want to re-roll characters, because as much as I sort of didn't like this character to begin with, that was one of the issues I had with D&D that I was saying before. You know, I wasn't enjoying it as much as I thought I would. And it was mainly down to how I was playing. I was just taking a back seat, and I was a bit too nervous about... Oh, troll bomb indeed. I was a bit nervous about taking the initiative and you know, actually trying stuff. Just, oh god, well, what if I do the wrong thing, quote unquote, and I mess everything up and fail? But that's part of the fun of the game, is the failure that comes with D&D. I just don't have enough power here. This is such a crap run. It started off alright, but we just had nothing. We had one item that increased our damage. One. We had a tears down pill, and that's basically where we stand. We'll bomb the hell out of that. You best believe it. Oh, hello, Tammy's head. I thought it was Cricket's head for a second there. Not so bothered. Stop picking that up. We want the red candle. Okay. Well, let's just go. No point mucking around here, is there? I'm really upset by the fact that that didn't touch you. That should. Didn't. Is it just because he's floating above it? Ow. I prefer this. This is fine, because you can actually anticipate where the things are going to drop. But now I've got something for my character to actually kind of live for. Or some purpose, I suppose. It's a lot more fun. You know, it's all about the characters and the stories they tell. And, you know, that's an epic story that's happened. Where my character was put in a horrible position. Didn't do a very good job. And so he has to adapt. He has to do better. There we go. Daddy Longlegs normally dies in seconds. That was not seconds. Oh, now we get a damage up. We should probably search around for some more hearts. No. Oh, that could actually be it. That could be one. Where else could it be? I think over here. No, not there. Hearts seem to come few and far between by this point in the game. I think probably by design. I do have an ace of hearts. Mustn't forget that. I can convert any pickups in a room into a lot of hearts. Yeah. Those normally die faster as well. Beautiful. What's this? 2 of diamonds item multiplier. Don't need that. Let's use the ace of hearts. That's a bit better. I think we can go and grab the other one that we had in here and leave it. So D&D's been fun. I always want to try different characters and different things though, but what I'm going to do is force myself to play this new character. A new, quote-unquote, character, and see where it takes me. Now that so many people have died, like he's, I think, the second most senior of all of the characters that we have left. Which is weird, because he's still quite a rookie. But there you go. Anyway. I also think I'm not a super stickler when it comes to the rules of D&D. I think fun and interesting play should trump... Sorry for that word, but should trump just pure rule following on the whole. Oh, guys, seriously, come on. It's so boring. Going so slowly. Please. I can barely see anything, I'm so huge. Right. We done. I mean, hey, we might get an achievement, which is the one where you get super enormous. Not that I really want to bother doing that now. I'm still not sure if you can do that in a daily run either. Good timing. Right, we're back to full health again. And we've not lost any health, so we could have a devil. And we're not going to, because we're going to get run into by something there. And it was that. Just because you go into a corner and... and he gets you. My fault again. I can't argue. We have had a real lack of both damage items and of soul and black hearts, I think. I don't remember one of these that I've played where I've seen so few soul hearts or black hearts. Because obviously those are what protect you from getting stiffed on devil deals and angel deals. Rooms. Because they protect your red hearts and you take damage on those instead. Ace of Hearts again. Yeah, this has been a very red heart oriented run. So, you know, I feel slightly hard done by there, but, you know, at the same time, like I said, I have played extremely badly. What makes me larger? Yes. Oh, Stompy! I am Stompy. I can now... Oh, I can't now stomp over the rocks. Maybe it's because I've got flying? Flight? I think I've got a health up for that, though. Oh, gosh. I don't like these. That's for sure. Especially when you get backed into a corner. Oh my goodness, it's like a rolling rook checkmate attempt, isn't it, in chess? Oh. My voice has got deeper. Oh. When I get hit by stuff. Oh, that were close. Like, I've got my fire ready. Go on, have some of that. They're going down. I think there's only one left. Not that I'll be able to see him behind my sprite. There's two left. There's one. And there's t'other. Phew. Well, there was the damage that we didn't want to take. Yeah, stuff this. Stuff that, for sure. Blow these up. See if there's that we can do. There is. Don't know why I used the second one. Aha! What makes me larger are your wizard, lemon party, question mark, question mark. Speed up's good. Explosive diarrhea's not great when you're just standing still like a weirdo. We'll do what makes you larger again. I may as well go for this achievement now. We'll consume those, or convert those into arts. The size of this guy. Fun. Although, this fight is not going to go well, is it? Oh, God. Oh, prize for the longest it lives fight in the world goes to Storpy. I've been playing quite a bit of chess again recently. Can't remember if I've told you that yet. How am I going to avoid these at my size? We're doing a fairly good job, I've got to say. I'm pleasantly surprised with my ability to not completely suck at this. Have one of those. This is where it's going to get a bit tougher. Right, we missed it there. I think that's going to be a miss. Good. Oh, do not fire out like that. Do not chase me either. Oh, spiders. And they still take 2 hits to kill. That's awful. Come on, back down you come. Oh, there we go. She's doing that. And I'm almost not fast enough to get away from them. Oh, that's a shame. We nearly did that without taking a single hit. There we go. Oh, what? No devil room with 1% chance? Okay, up we go. We're now in, what's it called? The cathedral. I always want to call it heaven, but it's not heaven. Wow. Oh, there's no lying down Satoru Iwata animation then. We have to reconvert back to Isaac for that. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of chess recently as well. I'm just telling you about all the things I've been playing. Scarlet, Sparrow, whatever you want to call her. You know what? This room's a bit too clutch for my liking. Let's get out of it. She watched Queen's Gambit, as I think a lot of people did, on Netflix. Said it's very good, and I'm considering watching it at some point soon. Limited series. And she said, you know what? I haven't played chess in a long time. And so we've been playing chess together. Ooh, the Emperor. That's going to be useless. Spot on. Will absolutely donate to you, my friend. So we've been playing a lot of chess, and I started off because I used to. It's all about the health ups, isn't it? I used to play quite a little bit a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, and I got to a sort of relatively all right stage. You know, I enjoy the taking time and working out the best moves and playing the beautiful game, if that makes sense. Really enjoy that. I'm not really into this sort of blitz chess that people play, you know, 2 minutes a match. I think my spot on is about 10 minutes per game. Let's see if we can get some pretty flies out of this. Or indeed some more large pills. If we can get some more large pills, we can get this achievement. I think. It hasn't got a no achievement symbol over on the left there, so I guess we can still get them. You often can't in daily runs, but yeah. Maybe it's for like the ones where you've got to kill Mega Satan and they provide you with both the key parts. I don't know. This is good. Might as well spend my money on something. And yeah, this is nice, actually. So I've been starting to play again. Went back on chess.com, started playing the odd match here and there. And I was reminded how much I need to slow down and analyse the board. I would just, you know, move a bishop into a really unprotected position, lose it, and then get cross. Just because I wasn't analysing, I wasn't familiar with the game still. So I've been slowly... Okay. I've been slowly going through the lessons. Oh, there's a one makes you larger. That's fun. Let's take it. Please let there be... No, there isn't. Okay. Let's take everything else. I was going to say, please let there be a verp pill here. Hopefully we'll get another one of those, because that would be fun. Ah. Infested. No, tell you... We won't use that. We'll use infested. Screw it, it's fine. Bombs are key. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll take it. Right, what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, I've been doing some lessons on the chess.com app, and I've been reminding and just playing the computer, you know, the fairly low-level computer, just to remind myself of how to play a game. I remember how to play, but just the things you need to look out for and remind yourself of each time you make any move. Ooh. And it's been really, really, really good fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it again. We won't... I don't imagine we'll be seeing me playing chess on YouTube. Went to my extremely deep-voiced baby. I've never seen such a huge character. This is really fun. Well, we were talking about Goliath earlier, weren't we? With my Goliath barbarian, so we are pretty Goliath here as well. Bombs are key, absolutely. Love me a bombs are key. That was a superb flame, if I say so myself. That'll be the title of this episode, Goliath. So, yeah, we probably won't be seeing lots of chess being played on the YouTube channel, unless I start getting a lot better. You know, if I get to an ELO rating of over 1,000, I could consider it. I think I'm currently really situated about the 900 range at the very, very best of times, if I'm really paying attention. As you know, my attention is not best kept in one place. I do often have trouble doing two things at once, and can you imagine me trying to commentate and play like a 10-minute chess game? Oh, what did I hit? I love that flashing. It makes the whole screen flash. That is fine. Secret room. No. We've already had one. Yeah, good old chess. Good old chess. I was recently subjected to the Irish Gambit, which is an opening in chess. It's not a gambit. It's essentially a mistake turned named move. It's where you open. White opens with. Let's try and remember this. White opens with pawn D. Oh, there was one up there. White opens with pawn, like king's pawn, to D5. D4. Black answers with D5. White answers with knight F3. So, you know, you're playing a fairly standard opening. Then black answers knight A6. Then you take the pawn on D5 with white's knight that's already been developed. Which means you're up a pawn, but then of course the black player... Oh my goodness, this is so silly. Oh! It's funny, you should be able to hear what the original recording was like, because they clearly used a real person's voice and then sped it up. But that doesn't seem to be what we're hearing here. Maybe it's just not fast enough yet. So you've basically sacrificed, as white in the first 3 moves, you've sacrificed one of your knights, one of your only developed knights, as for a pawn, and the other guy has now developed his knight into a good place, and then you respond to your knight being taken with what does it you respond with? Queen's pawn. So I said the wrong thing. I meant E4 and 5 previously. So yeah, then you respond with D5, D4, and away you go. This is all me trying to memorise a chessboard, which I'm not too familiar with at the moment, but I think it's that kind of thing. Go look it up. It's called the Irish or Chicago Gambit. Someone used it against me. Well, used it against me. Probably played a bad move, essentially, because the apocryphal tale behind the Irish Gambit is it's when I say apocryphal, that means, you know, it's a story that's told about the inventor of the Gambit that is probably not true, but is a fun story nonetheless. And it goes that the inventor of the Gambit, who, you know, sacrificed a knight for a pawn, was asked on his deathbed one day what the what subtleties lay behind his decision to make that sacrifice. You know, what is that Gambit? And he replied wisely on his deathbed, just as he was about to die, asked about the subtleties that lay behind the move. I hadn't seen that the king's the king's pawn was protected. And then died. So I quite like that. God, I really am just talking about whatever today, aren't I? But that's what this channel's all about now. It's Steve speaking his mind. We'll weed out the people who don't want to be subscribed just by alienating everyone who isn't as totally effed up and weird as me. Okay, I think this is Isaac time, isn't it? Should we teleport to him? Just for a laugh. Okay, this could be tricky. Because we're enormous. I don't know how to avoid his stuff. We're enormous, we don't have great damage, and we're not very fast. Okay. Enough chess. Enough D&D. It's all about the flames now, boy. Ooh. It's all about the flames now. Have one of those. Evil little weird cherubs. Angel what's-its. Okay, we'll bomb you as well. Use everything. Use everything! Yeah, we're alright here. Luckily, we've got pretty good survivability. And this flame is our most valuable player at the moment. Which it has been the entire course of the game. I wish we had a damage meter to see, like, our sources of damage. You know, the sources of our damage. What was the highest amount of damage that was done by us? Like, what was our highest source? It would be the fire, hands down. It's not our tears. It's not our familiars' tears. It's not, you know, bombs. It's nothing. It's just the fact that we've got this flame. Ooh, which I shouldn't have used there. Wrong place to stand. Oh no, we didn't get a hit. I still haven't completely worked that out yet, but I usually can avoid it. But my judgment of when I'm going to get a hit or not is still kind of bad. Okay, well there we go. Daily run over. I don't anticipate a very good score here. Wow, 77th. I mean, it's been live for an hour and a half, I think. And we spent most of that playing it. I mean, hey, 77th, that's not bad. You see what the top score was? I think we can do that by going to global. 44,304. Well, that's ridiculous. So I'm at 77. My friends, no one that I know plays Binding of Isaac, it would seem. I wish you could go to the bottom, like see how many people you've done better than. Really sort of flex the E-peen. I've done all right there. I'll take it. Anyhow, this has been Binding of Isaac. I have been Storpy. If you've enjoyed this, please click like. If you've liked it, of course. You can subscribe for more, because I keep playing a lot of these. Join my streams sometimes. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, be nice to people. Love and peace. Bye-bye.